there, Living Light. I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm doing really well. I need to make some things clear. Like, I'm not a preacher. I don't know everything. When I'm guided to read to you, it's from my Father telling me to read something to you. Your Father, my Father, we're all one, we're all connected. So I wanted to make sure I say that. So if anything I say or do on this channel doesn't resonate with you, go to God about it and talk to Him. He wants you to have a relationship with Him, not outside of yourself, but within yourself. So I'm here to read the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, and we'll just start. Again, when preparing to sail and about to journey over raging waves, calls on a piece of wood more rotten than the vessel that carries him, for the hunger for profit planned it, and wisdom was the craftsman who built it. Your providence, O Father, guides it along, because even in the sea you gave a way, and in the waves a sure path, showing that you can save out of every danger, that even a man without skill may put to sea. It is your will that the works of your wisdom should not be idle. Therefore, men also entrust their lives to a little piece of wood, and passing through the surge on a raft, come safely to land. For in the old time also, when proud giants were perishing, the hope of the world taking refuge on a raft, your hand guided the seed of generations of the race of men, for blessed is the wood through which comes righteousness. But the idol made it with hands is accursed itself, and he that made it, because he was the working. And the corruptible thing was called a god, for both the ungodly and his ungodliness are alike hateful to God. For the deed will truly be punished together with him who committed it. Therefore, there will also be a visitation among the idols of the nations, because through formed of things which God created, they were made an abomination, stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the foolish. For the devising of idols was the beginning of fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For they did not exist from the beginning, and they will not exist forever. For by the vain pride of men they entered into the world, and therefore a seedy end was planned for them. For a father born with untimely grief, making an image of the child quickly taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him mysteries of solemn rites. Afterward, the ungodly custom, in process of time, grown strong, was kept as law, and the engraved images received worship by the commands of princes. And when men could not honor them in presence, because they lived far off, imagining the likeness from afar, they made a visible image of the king whom they honored, that by their zeal they might flatter the absent as if present, but worship was raised to yet higher pitch, even by those who did not know him, urged forward by the ambition of the architect. For he, wishing perhaps to please one in authority, used his art to force the likeness towards a greater beauty. So the multitude allured by reason of the grace of his handiwork. Now consider an object of devotion, him that a little while before was honored as a man, and this became an ambush, because men in bondage, either to calamity or to tyranny, invested stones and stocks with the incommunicable name. Afterward, it was not enough for them to go astray concerning the knowledge of God, but also while they live in a great war of ignorance, they call a multitude of evils peace. For either slaughtering children in solemn rites, or celebrating secret mysteries, or holding frantic revels of strange ordinances. No longer do they guard either life or purity of marriage, but one brings on another, either death by treachery or anguish by adultery, and all things confused are filled with blood and murder, theft and deceit, corruption, faithlessness, tumult, perjury, confusion about what is good, forgetfulness of favors, ingratitude for benefits, defiling of souls, confusion of sex, disorder in marriage, adultery and wantonness. For the worship of idols that may not be named is a beginning and a cause and end of every evil. For their worshippers either make merry to madness, or prophesy lies, or live unrighteously, or lightly commit perjury. For putting their trust in lifeless idols, when they have sworn a wicked oath, they do not expect to suffer harm, but for both the just doom will pursue them, because they had evil thoughts of God by giving heed to idols, and swore unrighteously in deceit through contempt for holiness. For it is not the power of them by whom men swear, but it is the just penalty for those who sin that always visits the transgression of the unrighteous. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Please like the video and share my video. It helps the channel grow and it brings knowledge to other people. People need to get closer to God. A lot of people don't even know God. He's living within you. He wants a relationship with you, like you would have a relationship with a friend, someone you have a cup of coffee with, or just spend some time with on the beach. That's who God is. He's your best friend. God bless. Take care. And I love you guys.